everybody. Welcome to another episode of First Look. I'm so excited about my guest today. Kristin Carpenter and I have been friends in this industry for about 25 years. She started her career as a journalist. Then she launched Verde Brand Communications, which is one of the powerhouse PR firms in the outdoor and action sports industries. She launched the Channel Mastery podcast a few years back to serve the specialty brands that she works with and loves. And now, as if she didn't have enough going on, she's launching a new online learning experience also geared towards specialty brands. And it is called Verde's Multi-Channel Marketing Academy. I'm really excited to talk to you about this today, Kristin. It's good to see you.
Oh, I'm honored to be here. Great to be here. Thanks.
Okay, great. First question, let's get right into the most important thing. What was the mission behind you wanting to launch the Academy?
Kristin, I am so driven to help specialty brand leaders reach and engage just the right target consumer. I mean, there is so much noise online right now, so much demand and so much competition for attention. And frankly, our awesome specialty brand leaders are not equipped with what big retail, big brands, and big marketplaces have. And those larger entities are training our consumers. And what we teach in the Academy enables people to cut through the noise, connect with that exact target consumer, and enroll them into the brand experience they want to provide.
So let me get this straight then. This is an online course designed for brand marketing leaders to figure out new ways to engage their customers, new ways to handle their strategic planning and budget challenging, and basically sort of coaching for brand marketing leaders in the outdoor industry. Did I get that right in a really kind of general big picture way?
Yeah. So, as I said, we serve specialty brands, and we definitely noticed back 3.5 years ago, when we launched our podcast, that was right in the height of the headlines that you and I would talk so much about, the retail apocalypse, et cetera. That's when we launched the Channel Mastery podcast, basically to create specialty solutions for leaders to kind of understand how to change and pivot their business as distribution changed. And ultimately, the consumer is changing. It's not the distribution that's changing. So we felt very compelled to help specialty brands and brand leaders really connect with that exact target shopper and understand exactly the mix of channels and the right narrative brand storytelling that would ultimately enable us to really fight through the noise online and create a deeper connection and an emotional connection with that consumer, which ultimately serves a specialty brand experience. I mean, we have so much opportunity right now with all these newcomers coming into outdoor, into bike, looking to be fit and healthy and have well-being by being outdoors. We have an incredible opportunity right now to actually grow our audiences and really activate them into our brands. So that's ultimately what we're trying to do. So it's really something that we feel incredibly passionate about because we believe so much in specialty and in specialty retail.
You said that you got to, these participants are going to have the opportunity to workshop ideas and things like that. Which leads me to ask, tell me about the format of the course, right? I'm kind of thinking to myself, okay, if I'm a brand leader from Petzl, am I going to want to share, how much am I going to be wanting to share with my, potential competitors? And so I'm sure you have that figured out in terms of the format of the course and the structure. So let's talk about that a little bit.
That's a really great question. So it's an 8-week immersive online training. So basically we break 7 modules of content into 8 weeks. So there is 1 week that we call a catch-up week where we do extra, office hours, if you will. But ultimately we had a lot of competing brands in our first cohort, and they would bring questions to the live training. So basically we release a module every week and I train for 90 minutes. And then we also have office hours. So basically they're able to bring their questions to us, and we can answer it in a brand agnostic way, or we can work one-on-one with them in office hours. But ultimately, every single brand should have a special spin on their point of differentiation and really have their very own target shopper that they're going after.
I'm going to throw one of your favorite terms from Channel Mastery Podcast back at you and ask you to apply it to this, the Academy, the Marketing Academy. Who is your target avatar in the Marketing Academy?
Oh, Kristin, what a great question.
Do you like what I did there?
I do.
One of your favorite terms.
It is. And that is a great question. So we built and really tailored this for leaders of specialty brands. That can be in the outdoor active lifestyle market, cycling, snow sports, endurance, wine, beer, spirits, pet, consumer electronics, travel, really any specialty market. And what I mean by that is we don't sell paper towels or toilet paper. We are not a vending machine. We create emotional connections. We become part of what our end consumers' identities are. That's who this course is for.
Good. Interesting that you're actually opening it to pet store brand leaders, for instance. Why not, right?
Right.
Tell me what the inspiration was behind you launching the Academy.
Well, I really have a very strong passion for empowering and frankly, lifting up the internal brand leader. For 2 decades now, I've worked with this target, the internal brand leader, and they really haven't been resourced or given the seat at the leadership table that they deserve. And ultimately, they are the keeper and the advocate of the end consumer relationship for the brand, and they should be with the executive team. So ultimately, that is, I think, my true why behind this. And then as a part of that, brands who don't focus on their target end consumer and continue to focus on distribution will continue to focus on what hasn't been working to date, because ultimately the point of distribution is part of where the consumer journey is. It's only one part of it. It's a very important part, and specialty retail is absolutely part of this. And we have, a lot of specialty brands or retailers were in the first cohort, but ultimately we've grown so accustomed to focus on that in our specialty businesses, or just focus on Facebook ads if you're direct first to build an audience. And ultimately you have to understand, who exactly your target consumer is, where they get their information, how they like to engage and be nurtured, etc. It's different for every brand.
Yeah, that's an interesting point too, because I think, one of the things that I've been hearing from so many different sources out there too, is that, consumers are doing that kind of research on the brands that they work with. They're wanting to associate, and you talk about this all the time, with brands that represent them. And so, what you're saying is really kind of flipping the script a little bit and really making sure that the brands understands those consumers as well. It makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm. Final question for you, Kristin. I know from firsthand experience how good you are and how much you enjoy coaching. And so what is it? I mean, coaching's hard, right? It's a lot of responsibility. It's emotionally taxing. It's all those things. What is it that you love about coaching?
I love when, number one, the leader is willing to, kind of put it all out on the, like, empty their brain, put it all out there, and then parse through it together toward a goal. And I feel like that's always been my superpower is coaching. So with every client that we've had, I always have the relationship, with the brand leader and also with the leader of the company, not always, but often. And oftentimes it definitely involves coaching. And so our agency has become very well known for our strategic approach. But ultimately, I just feel like that at the end of the day, when somebody's willing to, just put it all out there, decide the goal and understand that they need to ask for help and that they totally have all the answers inside, oftentimes there's too much going on and too much coming in and too much attention elsewhere, right? And this is a time for them to work on themselves. And really, I think it's very powerful to see the transformation that happens in that.
Very cool, exciting stuff, Kristin. Thank you so much for being with me here today.
Oh, I'm absolutely thrilled to. And I hope that a lot of your readership will reach out on this, because it is a great opportunity and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yep, I hope so too. And thank you everybody for watching this episode of First Look. If you want to learn more or enroll to the Marketing Academy, you can go to verdepr.com/course. And of course, we want you to also check out snoozenet.com every single day so you can stay up on the latest outdoor industry news.